You're listening to the Fatboy Show on your number one station, RX Radio. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful Wednesday. It is already Wednesday, and I would hope that, in case you're married, you woke up this morning in a good mood. And you would have woken up in a good mood because you didn't spend the night trying to snoop into your partner's phone like a lot of married couples do these days. I don't know why people do that to themselves, Olive. When you live with someone, you start to get worried about what they're doing, and so you snoop into their phones.
I know, and sometimes all you have to do is ask.
Ask what?
Ask the questions.
What question would you ask?
Because by the time you're snooping into someone's phone, it's because there is something you're suspecting, right? So if you're suspecting them of seeing someone else, why don't you just go ahead and ask them, are you seeing someone? Are you cheating on me?
As if you're going to get an honest answer if you ask that question.
Sometimes
because they would lie, wouldn't they?
Of course, most times they will lie, but some people are bold. They will look you in the eye and say, yeah, I've been meaning to tell you that I'm going to marry another woman.
Well, you should stop snooping into your spouse's phones. And these are the words of the president of Zambia, President Hakainde Hichilema, who has urged his countrymen, and I guess countrywomen, let's not be sexist today, to stop snooping into the phones of their spouses. His comments were part of a plea to try to curb divorce rates in the country, which apparently are sky high right now. Records indicate that the country recorded over 22,000 divorce cases last year alone. These statistics, according to the president, are very unfortunate. And the lack of conjugal rights, adultery, domestic violence, insults, cruelty, etc. These were among the reasons people were citing for why they wanted divorce. So this is very sad. The president said, look, we marry for love. We don't marry to go and check each other out or to go and point a finger. Why don't people listen? Olive, why don't people listen?
I have no idea. But who is the culprit here? Who checks the partner's phones the most?
It's a good question. I know that both do it, obviously.
Yeah, but who does it more?
Probably women.
Come on, you had to do that. Honestly, I can't speak for men, but I know for sure that women check their spouses' phones way too much.
Yeah, they do. And they end up finding what they were looking for.
And here's the thing. So you check his phone. And then you find what you are looking for. He's cheating on you. He's seeing someone else. Then what?
Then revenge cheating.
I don't know. Sometimes it's not even revenge cheating, because sometimes people are like, so if you find out, what are you going to do? I want to look him in the eye and see him lying to me. And then when he lies to you, then what?
Drama. I think it appeals to a woman's hunger for drama, to be willing to investigate these sorts of allegations and to find the evidence to prove that the husband or boyfriend is cheating. That way, now she has some drama in her life, and so she's happy.
Is she really happy because now she's going to become miserable? The marriage or the relationship is going to be strained. And I'm not saying that people should cheat on you, no. But I'm saying if you're not ready to leave that person, my advice would be, do not check their phone.
Wait a minute. You don't think it can strengthen the relationship? Because now that she knows she has competition, won't she pull up her socks and try to be a better wife or a better girlfriend?
No.
Isn't that what happens?
Women have shared stories of the things they found in their husbands' or partners' phones. The things men tell the other woman, oh, by the way, we sleep in separate rooms. By the way, she smells. Maybe her hygiene is bad. And sometimes your hygiene is impeccable. And this guy is out here telling this babe that your hygiene is terrible. At the end of the day, it's just going to ruin your self-esteem. It's going to make you feel bad. It's not worth it.
So my question is, why aren't people already at the point where, with all the suffering we've endured and all the lessons we've learned, why not go into a relationship expecting that your partner will be having wandering eyes? It's like, especially for women, I am yet to meet a woman who doesn't believe that all men cheat. Somehow, though, when she gets a boyfriend or husband, she believes he's the exception.
Not all men cheat.
They do, all.
Not all men cheat.
All do.
I believe that there are some men out there that are loyal to their wives.
Ha!
And I know you're going to say, I like you, I'm being unrealistic.
Yeah.
maybe a big number of men cheat, but I believe there is a guy out there who is loyal.
You see, and I don't know why you would be so hopeful, because for me, I go into any romantic situation knowing that there's other guys, most likely other guys. And then so that knowing that, you don't even fret about who she's talking to, where she is,
Really?
or how she
Says
dresses.
the guy that talks about dress code. Smanya, if she shows a lot of boobage, then she's trying to entice other guys.
Yeah, that is true. For the men who are intent on maintaining a relationship and making sure that their wives are not straying, then yeah, those are very valuable cues to use as a sign that she could be straying or planning to stray. But me personally, like, I'm sort of past that phase where, like, I'm over super curious about what a girl is doing. I just, look, if she is halfway above average looking, this guy is talking to her, for sure.
Are you sure,
And there will be
though?
times where you maybe will have a fight, you'll have an argument, or maybe she'll feel you're not giving her enough
And
attention.
then she'll find solace in the
Of
arms
course,
of another guy.
of
Do
course.
you really honestly believe that every time there is trouble in your paradise, that someone is going to fall into the arms of another right away?
See, I don't believe there is paradise. I believe every day of a
How do you
relationship
live your life?
is a war zone. All right?
Not really. Some
So-
relationships are peaceful. People understand each other, you know.
So for me, I find my peace when I simply accept the fact that human beings are flawed. So I'm not like even pointing fingers at one gender or another. I'm just saying people are flawed. And
True
so
that.
expectations should be managed. And I think if most women entered into relationships with this mindset, and you know, the funny thing is most times they date guys who they know are players. In fact, that's the attractive quality.
No,
oh,
actually-
who's this mysterious guy who has all these girls chasing him?
No. Actually, sometimes I think the mysterious guy with chicks chasing him stops at a certain age, really.
Does it really?
I think so, but I stand to be corrected. I believe that at some point, as young women, we are not even realistic. Ask a 20-year-old girl or even 25 about her ideal guy. She will say tall, handsome, maybe dark, maybe light, is marked, has a nice body, has money. That is not an ideal man, because he may have all those things, but he's not kind. He's not caring. He doesn't have the presence of mind to understand you, to be with you. And that is the kind of guy we are attracted to when we're younger. But when we're older, you'll find a tall chick with a short guy who gets her. And you're like, how did you end up with such a short man? And she's like,
I don't know
he
if
gets me.
I don't know if that's true. May I believe that the genders basically default to their hardwiring, and for women, they do default to an element of pre-selection, where other women find the man attractive, and where the man appears to have options is when he's deemed to be more attractive to her. Because there is nothing that turns off a woman more than a man who she
that
believes
doesn't?
a man who she believes cannot attract women.
Oh, dear.
There's a story I like to tell all the
That's
time.
sad.
Here's a story I like telling all the time. Imagine you go to a party, right? So there's men there, there's women there, and in walks a woman, and someone starts spreading a rumor. Oh, you see that girl that just walked in? Guess what? She's slept with like half the guys in this room. What do you think the reactions of most guys would be upon hearing that rumor in that party? It'll be one of two things. It'll be one of disgust, revulsion, as in they want to have nothing to do with her, or
Oh.
at best they're thinking, let me try my luck with that. It might
me
be like
find out.
lucky night, right? But whereas if a man were to walk into a party and a rumor started circulating that, oh, that guy is a womanizer, he's like slept with half the chicks in this room, guess what women are going to be thinking to themselves?
What? Come on.
What is it about him?
Like I say, you see the challenge
I wish I might have my chance with him.
The challenge I have with you, Fatboy, is that you like to generalize.
Yeah.
And
Life is generalizations.
I agree that women of a certain age may actually be intrigued and they want to find out for themselves. And then women of a certain age may not be like, I don't want to partake of that.
So you think you're too mature to fall for a bad boy?
I'm not too mature, but at the same time, I'm not the oldest, right?
No, you're not. But I'm just saying it's one of life's biggest mysteries, really. But on the point that the president of Zambia is raising about how couples should not snoop into each other's phones, Well, I suppose they will continue to do that as people continue to have insecurities. But with a divorce rate of 22,000 per year, the future doesn't look very bright for marriage.
The same country has one of the registered marriages for last year lasted 30 days. And the one that lasted so long lasted 65 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is very sad. Well, I'm not married, so I don't have to deal with these headaches. So it is for those who are married to be concerned about snooping into their partner's phones.
Well, people snoop into partners' phones whether they're married or not.
Really?
Yes.
Like even just dating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but why? But why? Please, that is energy that you are squandering on a very useless endeavor.
That's true.
Because by the time you're worried about whether or not they're cheating, they probably already are.
Probably they have showed you
they're already
signs that they're
showing you
doing
signs.
it.
So really you're just seeking confirmation.
And then for me, this is what I usually say. Check the phone if you need a reason to leave. But if you don't want to leave, don't touch that phone because you're going to hurt yourself. And then what?